Okay, good morning. Today I will discuss a new topic, that is the operating characteristic of a windmills. The main operating characteristic of the windmill, these are which parameters that depend upon the wind velocity and the wind energy. All wind machines share certain operating characteristics such as cut in, rated and cut out wind speed. Cut in speed is the minimum wind speed at which the blades will turn and generate usable power. This wind speed is typically between 10 and 16 km per hour. जो कट इन स्पीड होती है ये अप टू 10 से 16 किलोमीटर पर आवर है और मिनिमम विंड स्पीड जिससे कि ब्लेड टर्न कर जाए एंड हमें कुछ पावर मिल जाए दैट इज नोन एज द कट इन स्पीड. Now rated speed. The rated speed is the minimum wind speed at which the wind turbine will generate its design rated power. For example, a 10 kilowatt wind turbine may not generate 10 kilowatt until wind speed reaches 40 km per hour. Rated speed for most machine is in the range of 40 to 55 km per hour. Now, operating characteristic of windmill. A wind speed cut in and rated, the power output from a wind turbine increases as the wind increases. The output of most machines level of above the rated speed. Most manufacturers provide graph called power curve showing how their wind turbines output varies with wind speed. Good morning, sir. बस वीडियो बना रहा है जी. नहीं नहीं बताइए. 50 नंबर का बनेगा पेपर और 50 क्वेश्चन रहेगा जी और 50 क्वेश्चन रहेगा. क्या चीज़? हाँ. हम्म, 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 हम्म. तो 2-3 दिन में बनाइए. हम्म, हम्म, हम्म. नहीं तो जब 50 क्वेश्चन बन जाएगा तभी ना लिंक बनेगा. नहीं तो 20 का बना रहा है तो टाइम लग रहा है, इमेज उसमें ज़्यादा है. चलिए वो डायरेक्टर सबको बताएंगे ये बात. ठीक. वीडियो बना लेते हैं सर फिर एक बार हम फ़ोन करेंगे. ठीक है. ओके. Now cut off out speed. At a very high wind speed, typically between 72 and 128 km per hour, most wind turbines cease power generation and shut down. The wind speed at which shutdown occurs is called the cutout speed. Having a cutout speed is a safety features which protects the wind turbine from damage. Shutdown may occur in one of several ways. In some machines, an automatic brake is activated by a wind speed sensor. Now, operating characteristic of a windmills. Some machine twist or pitch the blades to split the wind. Still other use spoiler, drag, flag mounted. On the blades are the hub which are automatically activated by high rotor RPM or mechanically activated by a spring-loaded device which turns the machine sideways to the wind stream. Normal wind turbine operation usually resumes when the wind drop back to a safe level, Beck's limit. It is the flow of air over the blades and the rotor area that makes a wind turbine function. The wind turbine extracts energy by slowing the wind down. Operating characteristic of a windmill. The theoretical maximum amount of energy in the wind that can be collected by a wind turbine rotor is approximately 59%. The value is known as the Beck's limit. If the blades were 100% efficient, a wind turbine would not work because the air, having gives up all its energy, would entire stop. In practice, the collection efficiency of a rotor is not as high as 59%. A more typical efficiency is 35% to 45%. A complete wind energy system, including rotor, transmission, generator, storage, and other devices, which all have less than perfect efficiencies, will deliver between 10% and 30% of the original energy available in the wind. So, these are the various operating characteristics of the windmill. जो विंड मिल से हम लोग मैक्सिमम एनर्जी थ्रू रोटर ऑपरेट करते हैं दैट इज अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 59% है 100% efficient a wind turbine would not operate because the air having given up all its energy would entirely stop. Mathematical expression governing wind power. Wind power कितना मिल रहा है इस चीज़ को कैलकुलेट करने के लिए हमारा एक सिंपल फार्मूला जो कि काइनेटिक एनर्जी होती है हाफ एम वी स्क्वायर द विंड power is generated due to the movement of the wind. The energy associated with such movement is the kinetic energy and is given by the following expression. E is equal to half mv square, where m is mass in kilogram, volume into density, q into rho. Q is the discharge and v is the velocity of air mass in meter per second. Hence, the expression for power can be derived as follows: dE upon dt. The mathematical expression governing wind power 1, we differentiate mv square, then here dq by dt is equal to rate of change और discharge की जो unit होती है that is the meter cube per second. A meter square into V meter per second, where A is the area of cross section of blade movement and power is equal to half rho A V cube. Now we know that for given length of blade A is constant and so is the air mass density rho. Hence sea level पे rho की वैल्यू जो होती है that is 1.2 किलोग्राम पर मीटर क्यूब. पावर हमने पुट किया सी लेवल पे रो की वैल्यू को पुट किया ए बी क्यूब पावर अपॉन एरिया कैलकुलेट किया 0.6 वी क्यूब इज इक्वल टू पावर डेंसिटी. मैथमेटिकल एक्सप्रेशन गवर्निंग लेट्स construct a chart relating to the wind speed to the power density and the output of the wind turbine assuming 30% efficiency of the turbine as shown in the following table. जब विंड की स्पीड 1 होगी 10 होगी 25 होगी 75 होगी 100 होगी 125 होगी उस टर्म में हमें टरबाइन से कितने परसेंट इफिशियंसी मिलेगी. तो दीज आर द कैलकुलेशन थ्रू द विंड पावर हाफ रो ए बी क्यूब. The following plot gives the relationship between the wind speed in kilometer per hour and the power density. So in this graph we can say that when we increase the wind speed, similarly our power will be increased. Now the last column of the table we have calculated the output of the turbine assuming that the efficiency of the turbine is 30%. We need to remember that the efficiency of the turbine is a function of the wind speed. It varies with the wind speed. Now let us try to calculate the wind speed required to generate power equivalent to 1 square meter PV panel with 12% efficiency. We know that solar insolation available at the PV panel is 1000 watt per meter square at standard conditions. Hence the power output of the PV panel with 12% efficiency would be 120 kilowatt. watt. Now, the speed required to generate this power by the turbine with 30% efficiency can be calculated as follows. Turbine से जो power output 120 है, power density 120 upon 0.3, 400 watt per meter square. हेलो, हाँ गुड मॉर्निंग. जब कहेंगे तब आना, ठीक है. तुम फोन करना, एक बार अंकित सर से कह दो कि रजनीश से पूछ लो, ठीक है. अरे सर से पूछ लीजिए हमको आना है कि नहीं आना है, ठीक है. Therefore, the wind speed requires to generate equivalent power that is equal to 31.44 km per hour. We have seen that the theoretical power is given by half rho A P cube. There should be loss due to friction and hence the actual power generated would be smaller. The coefficient of power is defined as the ratio of actual power to the theoretical power. P actual upon P theoretical, this is known as the coefficient of power. Another important ratio, we know that the tip speed ratio, it is defined as the ratio of this tip speed of the blade to the wind speed. That is tip speed of blade upon wind speed, omega r upon b. These are the where Cp is the order of 0.4 to zero point 0.6 and TR is the order of 0.8. Now grid connection. We have seen in the previous section the generation of the electrical power by the flow of water through turbine. The generated electrical power could be DC or AC depending on the type of generator. After the power is generated, it needs to be transmitted and distributed to consumers by connecting it to the grid. Following figure shows how the grid connection is done. The rectifier, the capacitor, switches, indicator. Grid connection, the rectifier is required if the generator power is EC by alternating our induction generator. The capacitor is required to smooth the generated power. Switches are required to convert the power to AC to match the grid frequency. Inductors are required to develop the voltage. These are the grid connection and we calculate the voltage and current accordingly. Grid connection, the formula, it varies from change of voltage upon L. The above equation can be realized by the calculation of how to energy is to be obtained by electrical. Grid connection. The starting reference is the grid voltage. The current Ig proportional to the grid voltage is fed through a differentiating given dIg upon dt. This is the equivalent to a value in equation 3 multiplying this value by L. Adding this to V grid takes directly from this grid. This is compared to the actual. If the zero error, then the voltage across the grid and the voltage at the output of the inverter are same and hence can be connected to each other. If there is an error signal, then the controller changes the duty cycle of PWM such that the error signal becomes zero. Grid connection 5. Hello, good morning. किसी और को भेज दो. Harnessing wind power by means of windmills can be traced back to about 4,000 years from now when they were used for milling and grinding of grains and for pumping of water. However, there has been a renewed interest in wind energy in the recent year as it as a potential source of electricity generation with minimum environmental impact. According to the present growth, the accumulated worldwide installed wind electrical generation capacity will reach to 50 gigawatt at the end of the year. India has a fifth position in the generation of wind electrical generation. In India, wind power plants have been installed in इंडिया में कहाँ है wind power? गुजरात में है, महाराष्ट्र में है, तमिलनाडु में और उड़ीसा में. तो ज़्यादातर जो हमें विंड एनर्जी मिलती है वो इन स्टेट से मिलती है, गुजरात, महाराष्ट्र, तमिलनाडु एंड उड़ीसा। वेयर विंड ब्लोज एट ए स्पीड ऑफ, जहाँ पे विंड की क्वालिटी अच्छी होती है गुजरात में, तमिलनाडु में, महाराष्ट्र में एंड उड़ीसा में। वहाँ पे विंड की स्पीड जो रहती है दैट इज अप टू 30 किलोमीटर पर आवर। But India has lot of potential for generation of wind power at other places in Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka and Kerala. The total estimated wind power potential in India is about 45195 megawatt. Wind electrical system directly feeding to the local load are known as the isolated wind energy system. The wind energy system that are connected to a grid are known as grid connected system. Wind is not available all the times for the generation of the electrical energy. Power output of wind turbine is proportional to the cube of the velocity of wind, and the power output is optimal for a particular wind velocity. So large wind electrical generator system are connected to utility grid where they feed the power to grid. The connection of cage rotor induction generator to grid again cause the problem in terms of drawing large magnetizing current from grid at very low power factor. Under the under the low wind condition, when the machine draws only reactive power from grid and slacker power factor is very poor. Lagging power factor is compensated by connecting capacitor bank. Depending on the active power generated, these capacitors are either cut in or cut out to regulate the power factor. The switching of capacitor may cause the overrange in power system, so various techniques for connecting the WEG to grid has been proposed. The standalone system can be better utilized by using load matching techniques. Wind energy regions in India. India has several onshore and offshore wind energy sites. India has a lot of scope in the terms of harnessing wind power using these sites. The state-wise estimated power potential in India is shown in table. The gross potential is based on assuming 1% of the land availability for wind power generation in potential area. सबसे ज़्यादा जो है वो आंध्र प्रदेश में, देन गुजरात में है, देन आंध्र प्रदेश में है एंड फिर कर्नाटका में है। तो टेक्निकल पोटेंशियल इन मेगावाट गुजरात से 1780 मेगावाट, आंध्र प्रदेश से 1715 मेगावाट एंड कर्नाटका से 1120 मेगावाट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी इज टू बी ऑब्टेन्ड. विंड एनर्जी रीजन्स इन इंडिया. केरला से 605, मध्य प्रदेश से 825, महाराष्ट्र से 3020, राजस्थान से 895, तमिलनाडु से, वेस्ट बंगाल से. तो these are the various locations in India from which we obtain the wind energy. Wind energy regions in India. Wind energy regions to 2 megawatt capacity is installed in Tamil Nadu. Is the largest power rating in India. तमिलनाडु में सिजयान एक प्लेस है जहाँ पे इंडिया का लार्जेस्ट विंड पावर सेट है. मैक्सिमम इंस्टॉलेशन ऑफ तमिलनाडु ऑफ कैपेसिटी about 1639 megawatt. Maximum cross estimated wind potential is in Gujarat 90675 megawatt. The map of India is shown below indicating the various wind energy sites in the India. These are the figures from which we calculate the wind energy in India. Wind energy regions in India for most of the present day are the constant speed installation. These VEGS have some limitations as given below. The poor energy capture, this is due to low aerodynamics efficiency of WEG and the variations in efficiency over the entire operating range. Power output of a turbine that is equal to 0.5 Cp rho AV cube, where rho is the air density, A swept area, V wind velocity, Cp is called as the power coefficient and is depend on the linear velocity of the blade tip r omega and the wind velocity v. The ratio known as the tip speed ratio is defined as lambda is equal to r omega upon v, where r is the radius of the turbine. The wind energy region in India. From figure 1, it is observed that the power coefficient is maximum for a particular tip speed ratio, so power capture is not optimum at other wind speed. B. Reactive power consumption. Since most WEGs implies induction generators as electromechanical energy, converts these reactive power from the grid for excitations. These leads to additional T&D losses and change in voltage stabilizers margin. Unstable grid frequency. Most WEGs have their blade design based on expected speed of the IGs. The aerodynamics efficiency greatly reduced when the grid frequency is not maintained a constant at a specified level due to the changes in the tip speed ratio. By considering above mentioned problem, it is preferable to run WEG at variable speed enables enhanced power capture as compared to constant speed. The rotor speed can be made to vary with changing wind velocity so that turbine always operate with maximum CP with the power and speed limits of the system. Various control schemes are used for the both isolated WEG and grid connected WEG running at variable speed. Now these are the load machining. When wind drive self induction generator running at variable speed, it is essential that the power output of the generator increase with increasing power input to the prime mover, which in the case of wind turbine varies approximately as the cube of the wind speed. If this load matching is not planned properly, the generator would either overspeed or high wind speed or come out of the excitation at low wind speed. Since the output voltage and the frequency of the generator varies with the wind speed for many applications requiring constant voltage, some kind of power electronic controller is needed between the generator and load. Shows a scheme implying a PWM inverter to obtain the voltage of required magnitude and frequency at the total terminal. The loads are connected, though control switch which could approximately be activated by monitoring the wind speed as shown in figure. This is the figure wind energy regions in India, that the three-phase diode rectifier, PWM inverter, firing and control circuit unit, load 1 and load 2. The scalar control of IG. Scalar control of IG means control of magnitude of voltage and frequency so as to achieve suitable speed with an impressed slip. Scalar control discharge, the coupling effect on the generator, that is the voltage, will be set to control the flux and the frequency in order to control the torque. If the IG is primarily in standalone operation, reactive power must be supplied for proper excitation. The overall scheme of control is shown below. This is the figure for the electrical circuit. Wind energy region in India. The capacitor bank is bulk uncontrolled source of reactive current. The static VAR compensator is an inverter providing a controlled source of reactive current. The machine torque and flux input will be used in this application to regulate both DC line voltage at the capacitance and the generate voltage supplied for the AC load. These regulators have to reject the disturbances produced by the load and speed variations. A DC link voltage regulator has been implemented to achieve high enough DC link voltage for proper current control inverter operation. The regulator input is the difference between the DC link referred and measured value. These are the wind energy regions in India. At the generator side terminal, current and voltage are measured to calculate the magnetizing current needed for the generator. The transmission's peak voltage is compared to the stator voltage reference. This is the C vector control of IG. The decoupled flux and torque control of IG is known as the vector control. These are the V control of IG. The maximum rotor speed corresponding to maximum saturated flux linkage. The system starts up with the battery connected to the inverter. Then, as the system DC link voltage is regulated a higher values across the capacitor, the battery will be turned off by the diode and the DC load can be supplied across the capacitor. The machine's terminals are also capable of supplying the power to an auxiliary load at variable frequency. This is the wind energy regions in India. Generator connected to grid, a current fed link system for grid connection with constant V hertz is depicted. The DC link current allows easy bidirectional flow of power, although the DC link current is unidirectional. The power reversal is achieved by a change in polarity of the mean DC link voltage and symmetrical voltage blocking switches are required. A thyristor-based controlled rectifier manages the three-phase utility side and machine side inverter can use a transistor with a series diode. The system is commanded by the machine stator frequency reference, a PI controller produce set point for DC link current and firing for the thyristor bridge controls the power exchange with the grid. The stator frequency differences can be varied in order to optimize the power tracking of IG. Now this is the figure for the electrical PWM inverter and three-phase fully controlled rectifier. These are the electrical terms that are used for the generation of the electricity. Now the converter is back to level converter, but the converter could be theoretically a three-phase converter allowed by bidirectional power flow. In order to track the maximum power point, the maximum power point algorithm can be used to set as torque. Hello, नमस्ते. हाँ बताओ. हाँ हाँ. हम्म, हम्म. दीजिए जो रिजल्ट आया है हम देख के 5 मिनट में बता रहे हैं. To, to control the active power through the grid inverter, the DC link voltage is measured and compared to the actual DC link voltage. The DC link voltage error is fed to a PI controller, having a power reference to output. The active current reference is compared to the actual active current all transformed to the synchronously rotating reference frame. The current error is then fed into a third PI controller having the Q-axis voltage reference. Similarly, the reactive current reference is compared to the actual reactive current and 2D and Q voltage references are transformed back to a stationary reference frame and the gate signals are calculated. This is the figure of the electrical panel slip recovery scheme. The doubly fed induction generator is controlled by a bidirectional power converter in the present diagram back-to-back two-level converter. By this scheme, the generator can be हेलो। हाँ ठीक है, हम मीटिंग में हैं, अभी 10 मिनट बाद फ़ोन करके बता रहा हूँ, ठीक है। By this scheme, the generator can be operated as a generator at both sub and super-synchronous speed, and the speed range depends only on the converter ratings. Besides nice features such as variable speed operation, active and reactive power control, and fractional power conversion, the system suffers from the inevitable need for slip rings, which may increase the maintenance of the system and decrease its reliability. The system comprises a setup gear, the two inverters, the grid side inverter and the rotor side inverter can be controlled independently, and by a proper control, the power factor at the grid side can be controlled to unity or any desired value. The detection of the slip angle either be done by the use of an optical encoder or by the positioning sensor. Less schemes. The grid inverter control scheme is similar to cage rotor grid inverter control scheme. Above scheme has following advantages as compared to cage rotor. The ratings of the converters are significantly reduced. A lower DC bus voltage is required. This reduces the voltage rating of a capacitor bank. Today, most wind farms and single units are directly connected to the AC grid. With increasing wind power coming online, it is today already difficult to enter high amount of wind power in often weak part of the AC network. If the AC grid is strong, the short circuit capacity is high in relation to the capacity of the wind farm. It may be possible to connect the farm directly to the grid. However, wind farms are often located in the areas where the AC grid is very weak and can therefore not be directly connected. The introduction of HVDC light now refers and alternatively superior to the techniques HVDC light. HVDC light is the ideal interface between any wind farm and any AC grid. Each wind turbine contains a power converter connected to the common DC link. This is the HVDC Park solution provides all the features of variable speed concept. All the turbines are connected independently. The main features. This is the main features by which the mechanical energy is converted into the electrical energy. The distance from the farm to the connection point in the AC grid has no technical limitations. In the wind farm is from a disturbance point of view isolated from the AC grid. HVDC light generates the reactive power needed by the generators. The power quality at the connection point is improved. Controlled power production during periods with reduced transmission capacity in the grid. The wind farm must be able to operate at reduced power level with all high turbines running. No reinforcement in the AC grid is necessary. Now come to the conclusion of the today video, that a comparison with existing scheme shows that for a machine of similar rating, energy capture can be enhanced by using wound rotor induction generator. Next point, in this case rated torque is maintained at supersynchronous speed, whereas in a system using cage rotor IG, field braking has to be employed beyond synchronous speed, leading to the reduction in torque. Although DFIG has more advantages as compared to other methods, but it has drawbacks in terms of complex control structure and maintenance problems as compared to cage rotor. The use of HVDC link for large wind farms is the best choice in terms of advantage of great interaction and long distance. Okay, thank you.